Did that get your attention? Yes, well, I quite thought it might, old bean. In olden days, Hawk meant listen up, and that's exactly what I want you to do. Oh, you see, old bean, when you play this game, you're going back to the Middle Ages. No, it doesn't mean that.
For some reason, when I first saw the artwork on the Rampart cartridge, I assumed this was going to be an action game, maybe even a platformer where you play as this dude with a spear assaulting a castle, but I was mistaken. Rampart is actually a puzzle game with a small amount of action sprinkled in. The game starts off with you claiming a castle, and it's your job to defend this castle with your life. The gameplay of Rampart boils down to 3 phases. Each of these phases has a time limit, so if you run out of time, you're out of luck. First, there's the cannon phase, where you're placing cannons within your castle walls with the A button. The battle phase, where you're navigating a targeting reticle. Note that you can move the reticle faster with the B button, and firing at your enemies with A. And finally, the build and repair phase, which is where you need to fill in any damaged areas and potentially expand your castle to accommodate more cannons or to claim additional castles for bonus points. While in the build and repair phase, use the B button to rotate the wall pieces and the A button to place the wall. Once you've completely surrounded a section with walls, the interior will turn black, indicating that you've claimed that area. These 3 phases repeat until your enemy is defeated or you fail to claim at least one castle. The build and repair phase is surprisingly the most challenging part of the game, and you have to ensure you have at least one castle completely enclosed within walls or it's game over, including these little corner bits. As you progress through Rampart, you'll find that the enemies start moving faster and have a small amount of variety, like these ships with yellow sails that launch bombs that burn the ground, leaving you unable to build on the burning tile, and troop ships which drop off grunts that attempt to destroy any undefended castles. Rampart also features a 2-player mode so you can play against your friends. My wife, who doesn't play video games at all, was a good sport and was gracious enough to play a few rounds of Rampart with me. This resulted in me absolutely demolishing her puny castle, laughing maniacally while she desperately tried to figure out what all these flashing colors on the screen were and which button on the NES controller was A. Once her castle was reduced to a smoldering ruin and I had achieved ultimate victory, her knight was thrown into the guillotine at the local head removal clinic and was promptly executed. Just kidding. In all seriousness, even with the skill gap, we both had a good time with it, and I think it would be fun to challenge her to another round in the future. To summarize, Rampart is kind of like Tetris with guns, and it's a fun game to pick up and play here and there if you're looking to scratch your puzzle itch. I give Rampart— Hey!
I bestow upon Rampart a worthy honor indeed, and henceforth declare it a 3.
Out of 5!